friends.
Hello, what friends?
We're back again to do my 10-minute art challenge.
To get my revenge.
Is that what it is? So I'm not going to linger around, I just want to get out of the way with.
I'm going to get it out of the way with.
Yeah, get in the hot seat.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Yeah.
It feels so much more intense just because of the light.
Mm-hmm.
Right in my little eyes. I don't know what I'm drawing.
What have we got so far?
I think they can already see the drawing.
Oh, that's alright. I'm supposed to be filming your face. How do you feel?
I think this is probably going to be such a weird drawing. Can everyone just look away until this looks a bit better, please?
Hey, no, I had to make it do with it. In my video, you was like filming yourself and everything.
I was feeling it then. My confidence isn't feeling so good right now.
You're doing that thing where you're a bit nervous, so you ball up and you hide your face.
Leave me alone. Okay, I've kind of got a face coming along. Not necessarily the best face I've ever drawn, but nevertheless, it is a face. I'm not even thinking about it, I'm just sort of in the flow where I'm just like, oh, okay.
I'm having a great time.
Are you?
You haven't told anyone about your cat top. Isn't that a nice top?
I know, I'm so satisfied with it. Be it is. Anyway, stop making me relax.
I just want mine to be better than yours. Is that too much to ask?
Yes! It's doing something. I don't know if it's necessarily doing well. I feel like I'm just kind of scratching over the same lines a lot and I haven't decided whether it's going to be a full body or a bust.
A bust would be fun. I kind of did that. Like,
Did you ink yours? I can't even remember.
it's literally sitting to the right of you.
It just looks like ink because you are a master of pencils.
Because I'm heavy-handed. Look at that! Look at that! What am I gonna use?
I know! The colours in here are so obscure. Help me! Someone help me!
They can't help you now.
Okay, I'm gonna do orange hair as well because we don't have any other hair colours, I don't think.
That's the only reason why I went with
We've got
orange.
blue. Oh, I'm losing time looking at what colours are. Green! Purple. Why have you put it all upside down, Andrew?
Just to make it a bit more hard for you.
You've succeeded. Oh, that is such a bright orange.
Let me move this out of the way.
No!
I want to get that look of terror on your face.
Get a look at that. Oh, I need something to like ink the lines to bring it together. Does it look weird if it's still just in red?
Well, you should have thought about that before you started.
How dare you? Anything black in here? Any black ink? Hello? Permanent marker. Will this do? Oh. That's gonna be wet for ages as well.
Welcome to my world.
Oh, this is such a chunky tip. No! I can't do a fine line! Someone... Oh! I'm gonna use this. I found a ballpoint pen. Screw this permanent marker.
Do you think they think we're taking this seriously because we're just using like a big pot of random junk?
It definitely makes it more stressful. If that's what you were aiming to do, you've succeeded in stressing me out.
I mean, like there's like paintbrush. We wouldn't even use these. They're paintbrushes.
It's because it's just a random pot on the thing, and then you were like, let's use that in the moment.
And that ink wash pen with nothing in it.
Do we have a red anywhere?
Oh.
I've only got 5 minutes left. Someone!
It'll turn off in a minute, and that's when it really gets real.
I keep poking the screen so it won't.
Hey! That's it.
What are you doing?
Coming over.
Don't intervene.
There you go.
I'm not happy with that decision.
You're gonna have to live with it. So,
Get some kind of line waiting.
What is your inspiration then for this picture?
Ah! I thought I'd go with drawing a person because that's what I'm...
Yeah, I instinctively just like, ooh, a person.
Drawing pretty ladies is usually my go-to thing.
If we ever do this again, you know, if you guys really like how this one goes, we should we should do a 10-minute challenge again, but maybe you guys could pick what we have to do.
Would I be allowed to look at a reference beforehand?
No, it's not allowed.
Someone said a character that I don't know, and end up looking like a donkey.
There we go. The next one can be draw a donkey.
We could draw donkeys blindfolded.
Oh wow, the blindfold challenge, and you have to draw a donkey.
I'm cautious I'm using up all the ink in this poor ballpoint pen.
What have we got? So I haven't actually looked at it. I'm gonna have a quick little sneaky look. Ooh.
Oh no, this is running out. Please don't do this to
Yeah,
me, pen.
I used it as well, and I was like, oh god.
Why? It's because Alyssa made me draw a space octopus and I used it all up doing the background. Alyssa, if you're watching.
Don't blame Alyssa for your art problems.
My art woes. Help! I'll just pretend it's a really nice texture. There we go. Oh, look at that texture. I haven't really thought this through, so great.
You know, it was easy to film me because I don't have like ridiculously long hair. You keep hiding away in there.
It's just like my instinctive hide. Be ashamed of what you are drawing. I don't really know what else to do here. I could just call it finished at that.
I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you might as well make use of the time.
I know, it adds more pressure. Right. Then move Penelope.
You're adding text to it.
Yeah! So if anyone asks who she is, there we go. She has a name now. She's my new OC. Every week I'm designing a new OC.
10-minute Penelope.
I don't know what else to add to her. Maybe I could add some little curls, just for decorative details.
You know when this video goes up and people have seen both?
Yeah.
I want to look at your face. I think that people should vote on who did the best.
You know, feel free to vote for Penelope over it.
No one likes Penelope. Look at that, those things looks like she's farting.
They look like fish poos. Curls are usually my go-to thing when I'm struggling. But
Seriously, look where it's coming from. That's why she's screaming her name, because she's letting rip. She's like, hi everyone, my name is Penelope.
Trying to cover up the fact that she's just done a toot.
A massive toot from the looks of it.
Oh, Penelope, what can I do to help you?
Stop giving her so much wind.
I don't know where I'm doing with time. Is time almost there?
It's not nice, is it, when the time goes away?
Let me thicken up this speech bubble.
Oh, come on.
You're
literally just killing time now.
Because I don't know what else to add to Penelope. If I had a white pen, I would, but you nicked it.
I thought there was a white one in here.
No.
I don't know why I'm trying to help
We've
you.
only got blues and like purples and... Okay, do I have anything I could add to this? Green? No. Yellow pencil. Why not at this point? Da 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 da.
Well, I think I know
It's a detailed background, guys. He didn't do a background. Look at this.
I think I know who won this challenge.
You didn't. You didn't even do a background.
One didn't need a background. Maybe she was stood in front of a white wall. You didn't think that, did you?
I've got some decorative swirls. I've got a nice yellow square going on. This is turning out wonderful. There we go.
Oh yeah, okay. Yours is more colourful than mine. I'll give you that.
I don't know what else to do. I normally draw so quick. We need to do like a 5-minute challenge.
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
2 minutes. Next time we'll do 2 minutes,
Can you
yeah?
even do anything in 2 minutes?
I can make 2 cups of tea in 2 minutes.
I really don't know what else to do. I'm just adding junk for the fun of adding junk now.
I can't believe you got to the point where you're just killing time. I can't believe you've managed to...
I told you, because I'm so used to working with deadlines and stuff, I just tend to draw pretty fast. Although it's not well thought out.
Oh, there you go.
I never got to finish my little pattern.
Pencils down.
Weh.
I think you should get marks taken off because you didn't finish your pattern in time.
That's not very fair.
How did you think it went altogether?
Well, when it first went off, I really freaked out and I was just trying to quickly draw something. And then I remembered I'm actually quite fast at drawing, and if I just used that time to plan a better sketch, I could have done something incredible.
Not blowing your own horn or anything. But...
Nah, I don't know. It's not a good picture, but I tried.
Because this is like the second video, should we do a side-by-side?
You can vote on which one's best. Normally I don't like it when people put our work against each other, but this was a challenge.
Just remember the one on the right is the best one. So.
No! I think we should probably put our featured artwork up on the screen.
Can we put it on your face?
They're putting a lot more effort into this picture than what we did in these.
Bye, Steph.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.